Traps! The fundamental layouts for containing your desired tames within a safe, secure location, with no worry of it running for the hills. And whilst the introduction of net projectiles have lowered the need for one, there's still plenty of reasons why they're worthwhile. So, what are your favourite trap designs? You're right kids, it's Raasclark and welcome to another top 10 as voted by you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share around and let's get into it. So in at number 10 is the Super Omni Trap by the Jotun Bandit. Kicking off with quite a late invention to the trap game, but an intuitive one that's designed for over 65 creatures in the game. Created by the Jotun Bandit, there's a couple of caveats to this. The first being in need of more metal than needed for most other traps, a generally flat location, and naturally a desire to build in a hotspot to lure creatures and get the most of it. Needing 6 triangle foundations aligned with thatch foundations, 6 of each sloped metal walls, 18 sloped roof pieces, 18 hatch frames, 12 double door frames, 12 metal triangle sloped roofs and ladders. It's a costly one, but in populated servers that can be riddled with traps all over the gaff, having one-stop shops for anything up to a giga could be a great choice instead of clearing the unlimited gate spam. In at number 9 is the Better Giga Trap by again the Jotun Bandit. Coming once again from Mr. Infamous, we've got another permanent but clean design built for the almighty Giga. With again some thatch foundation up, 6 metal triangle foundations, 6 metal double door frames and 6 metal triangle roofs, comes something relatively inexpensive considering metal is needed for gigas, with the huge comfort of it being able to drop in and stay in, allowing you to take down the beast with little stress. In at number 8 is conveniently 8 pillars in a square. One of the more simple ones to perform, unfortunately not known who began this one and limited to medium creatures such as bears or thylers. It's a simple traditional use of snapping pillars apart in the form of a square, allowing space for a creature to wander in to complete the layout. Of the cheaper traps in the list, it allows you to pump those pillars if going for larger creatures, or combining other various layouts like Captain Fat Dog's trap for some extra polish. In at number 7 is 4 Dino Gates in a square. One of the oldest known traps to exist. Again, sadly unknown who exactly began this design, and perhaps one of the messier ones on the list, but was without question the go-to trap for gigas initially, requiring a bear trap centered, a small gap between each gate, and the last gate placed once your desired was in place. More frequently used since for most large dinos able to use stone for anything else, it still leaves a small element of danger as you rush to place that last one in before you can return to a safe distance. In at number 6 is the cheap RG Trap by Captain Fat Dog. Unsurprisingly to see a list with Captain Fat Dog offering his creative contraptions built specifically for official being on the cheap, this one sees a dedication solely for those all-important weight-carrying RGs, needing little more than 300 stone, 161 wood and 111 thatch to make 1 foundation, 3 double door frames, 1 hatch frame, 2 railings and 1 double door, evolved from a previous trap design, and like most of Cap's layouts, requires the inventive tactic of simply opening the door once lured into position. Incredibly handy to build on the fly once learning the setup. In at number 5 is 4 metal billboards. Very similar to number 7 with the bonus of being a heck of a lot cheaper, needing 35 metal ingots per structure instead of 170, offers more flexibility with a wider length. Again, trapping most large creatures, even medium if placed correctly. Though I did struggle to contain a giga, but doing away with anything aesthetically pleasing, it certainly does the job for speed of placing, especially if you've got a longer pickup timer. In at number 4 is the Giant Reaper Queen Trap by Lucky by Nature. Surprising to see considering its cost and story behind that we don't need to continue here. Originally created by Lucky by Nature, it's a mammoth cost of stone, needing 49 foundations, 37 ceilings, 21 pillars and a behemoth gate. But one setup is your path to unlimited Reaper pregnancies, needing you to simply just find that one high level, trap and birth as many as you'd like, providing you keep it within render. Though it has to be said, there are more cost-efficient versions available now, but nevertheless, it's unlikely to stumble upon a red zone entrance without seeing a pre-made Reaper trap for use. Just make sure to keep that door unlocked. In number 3 is the 3 to 4 Dino Gates with pillars on end. Incredibly straightforward and perhaps why it's been taken to so well. The sort of birdcage design brings the simple need of a 3 to 4 Dino Gates placed in a row, slapping a few pillars down on one end and readying up a door to close behind your flyer. Traditionally built for Argies, the same can be used for all manner of flyers such as griffins and a variety of land creatures, offering it some multi-purpose, but with just a little jarring of needing Dino Gates once again and some quick wit to close behind your tame. In number 2 is the cheap Wyvern Trap by Captain Fat Dog. Evolving from the giant monstrosities built before, it's great to see such an iconic layout designed once again by the very talented Mr. Captain Fat Dog. An ingenious design really that allows you to coax a wyvern in and it stay locked in place to knock out for that precious wyvern milk, with an alternative design made for crystal variants needing little more than 6 pillars, 3 hatch frames, 6 double doors, 7 triangle ceilings and 9 sloped triangle ceilings. It's a fantastically cheap layout that you'll very likely encounter near most wyvern trenches, built by many in the know. And before we get to number 1, let's just have a quick special mention to the traps that didn't just make the cut. And here it is in a number 1, a ramp into a box pit with door frames. Winning by an overall majority, the go-to, perhaps very first trap design made in ARK naturally takes the crown, requiring little more than foundations, door frames and a few ramps into your taming box pits to keep your desired creatures contained and ready to be tamed, suiting whatever the taste and size depending on what you plan to contain, going up by 2 if looking to trap bigger beasts. It seems there's no simpler way to keep a creature ready and set for your next knockout than the simple box pit. Thanks all for tuning in. Did you enjoy or learn something? Comment below, please do let me know, and make sure to check out the original trap makers in the description. And what more top 10s would you like to see in the future? My name's Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, peace out.